Hi everyone, welcome back. So, Dolores came through a couple weeks back in my channeling class. We get together, a group of friends of us get together and we channel once a week. And she came forward one day and gave some really, really amazing information. But in order to keep the privacy of my group and my friends, I have transcribed some of the things that I feel like needs to be shared with others. And I kept it true to her words and the way that she kind of talks and says things. And I just kind of kept a couple things that I felt like needed to be shared. So I wanted to share it with you. In the comments down below, in the description box, I will write down the questions that were asked and the timestamp. So if there's anything in particular that you want to find the answers to, you'll be able to find it over there. So let's get started. So when I got into my channel, I wasn't really sure who was going to come through. But then once I closed my eyes, I saw Dolores kind of like peeking around the corner and she said, "Are you ready for me yet?" And I said, "Oh boy, okay, I guess I'm ready." So what she said was, "I am so excited that you have changed your mind. You have come around faster than I anticipated. I am so looking forward to working together and using this group to make you feel more comfortable with channeling my energy. Don't worry, it will not be anything wild and crazy. That will come later. But for right now, it's just words of guidance, words of appreciation, and words of love. We all love you so much, and when I say we, I mean everyone that we work with on the other side, even though it's not quite on the other side, since we are all everywhere all at once. I will not provide any information at this time that will go against the QHHT teachings. I know that is one of the fears that she had, so I will not disclose those. I have changed my perception, as we all do once we transition to the other side. Things become more clearly, and we see things in a greater perspective than we did in the earthly incarnation. But not to worry, that is not information that is to be shared, since it would do more harm than good. The reason being is because I am a QHHT practitioner, and that was one of my concerns. So I asked her kindly not to share anything that had anything to do with that. I might change my mind later on, but as of right now, I just didn't feel comfortable with that. So then she said, "Are there any questions at this time?" The first question was, what is your perspective now that you are on the other side versus what you shared with us when you were on the earthly side in relation to the wave of volunteers that we are associated with? So her answer was, the information that I provided in the books, I still stand by fully because that was information that was given to me. How I interpret the information has definitely changed, but I will say that as of right now, I can see that there are 4 to 5 waves now. The fourth and fifth wave are the ones that we are focusing on at this time. This is the one that is going to make the biggest impact moving forward to make the changes possible that are to come. The fourth and fifth wave are now awakening to the things that are to come, understanding what is beyond this 3D. But for these groups of people, it will be much faster than it has been for some of you. For some of you, it has taken 10 plus years to get to this point. For this group of people, it will be very much in a matter of months. Information will come very quickly, very fast, but the integration is going to be a lot smoother than it was for some of us. We are here to make them comfortable with the changes that are to come, show them the way, show them that they are not crazy and that there are more of us. But it would be very much to the benefit of not only you, but to them to stop hiding and being scared of sharing what you know and sharing your experiences. Because if everyone is hiding from each other, then no one will find each other because you are all hiding. It is highly encouraged to strike up conversation with those around you and start with talking about energies or something that is of a lighter topic. It would be highly encouraged to start talking more to the open public about these things on a day-to-day basis. A lot of the ways that these changes are going to come about is by making videos. And at one point, she was pointing out, she was directing her conversation to a specific person, but this is in general. So what I'm about to say, it can be is information for anyone that is meant to make videos. When she starts making these videos, people will be drawn to her energy. They will be drawn to the person that she is and the energy and the frequency that she exudes. This other person as well. It is time for you to not be so small. The world needs you, and you are absolutely incredible and wonderful, and you are going to be helping so many people moving forward. The people need to be able to find you, to be able to help them and change their lives moving forward. So please, we highly encourage you to go out there and stop hiding from each other. It is not doing anyone any favors. I love how she always keeps it very direct but loving. Next question. What if the message that I feel like I need to put out into the world is already being covered by someone else? Should I still put it out? And she answered, yes. There are many people put in place to put out messages. The more messages that people see that are of the same message, that is a total validation, not only for yourself, but for those around you that see them. When we ask you to make a video, we understand that sometimes it is not the most convenient, but there is a reason why we are very pushy, as you would say, at certain times to get a specific video out in that moment, because there are specific people that need to see it at that time. If you wait a day or two, more than likely that message will not be put out, and then the timeline has passed, and those people that were supposed to see it at that time will be missed. Sometimes you will get asked to pull over on the side of the road. And that's why Celine had to make a video the other night looking like she says, crazy without makeup. But what you look like is not what is important. It is the energy that you emit. It is the message that you share with others. The physicality is not important. We understand that as humans, you find it important for people to relate to you, but they will know in their core, they will know in their hearts what is to be true. They will know in their hearts what resonates with them. They will not be paying attention to what you look like. They will be paying attention to the energies that are rushing through their bodies when they are hearing your messages, when they feel your energy, when they are seeing you smile. Looks isn't what's important. The message is important and it needs to get out. Next question. Did you send me to learn QHHT? She says, as I do with everyone. I am very active on the other side. I can be in many places at once. Next question. Are you having so much fun now on the other side? She says, oh yeah, it's very fun. Next question. In my first hypnosis session, you came through. She answered, I am with everyone at all times. I pop in sessions all the time, whether they know that I am there or not. My energy is with you, always. As you speak the words that I have written in the script, you are automatically channeling my energy. As you speak those words into existence, I am with everyone, always. If you would like for me to come in stronger, you may ask me to do so, and I will gladly show up for you. If you struggle during a session, ask, and I will give you guidance every step of the way. I will be holding your hand, standing right beside you, and walking you through it. She says, I will be putting my hand on your right shoulder, and you will know that it is me. I love that. Next question. What is the most surprising thing that you've learned since you've crossed over? Her answer was how freeing it is to be out of the body. And she let out the biggest sigh. She said, "It is so wonderful sitting down and doing so many seminars, sitting in a chair for so many hours at once. It wears on the body more than you realize. It was quite hard, but the work I had to do required me to sit down for many, many hours in a day. And once I transitioned, it felt absolutely beautiful. It was wonderful. It was the most amazing experience. And it was such a beautiful feeling of homecoming, of being welcomed by all those that I have worked with in all of my books. Everyone was there to greet me, and everyone was there to help me transition to the other side. It was the most loving experience." Ugh, getting emotional just reading that. Next question. Do you have any messages for Celine about the work that she is doing? She says, exciting things to come. We are just so excited that she has finally changed her mind and that we can comfort her with the words that we are saying to her today, that nothing will harm her by making these videos. It is meant to be loving and educational and helpful for everyone, not just the light workers and starseeds, but humanity as well, those more earthly bound humans as well. We are here to spread light and love to every being on this planet, whether it's a grain of sand on the beach or a raindrop falling from the sky. We are here to help the vibration and the frequency of everything on this planet and beyond. And then someone asked, what wave of volunteer am I? And Dolores kind of chuckled before she answered, and she asked, does it matter? Would it change anything? From how I see it, giving you the answer would not do you any good. Whether you're first, second, third, fourth, or fifth wave, it does not matter. As long as we understand that we are here to be a guiding light for those that are lost, that is what's most important. The technicalities and the labels is to help people comprehend the concepts that are trying to be conveyed. But at the end of the day, the labels really do not matter. It is the energies. Then last question, will you be reincarnating again? She said, hopefully not. My job right now is not on the earthly plane. I am able to do so much more from where I am right now. Earthly life is not in my plan at this time. There is so much work to do, and being reincarnated would not be helpful for my soul's growth. It would not be helpful for the collective, and it would not be helpful for anyone. There is so much more to my mission on this side than I even realized when I first came back. Maybe if I choose later on down the road, but that would be my decision. But as of right now, that is not something that I would choose to do. And that's it. She gave much more information, but it was more for my classmates. So that's not something that I will be sharing on here. But yeah, if you have any questions for Dolores in specific, you can leave them down into the comments, and I can sit down and do a channeling session with her and kind of see if she can answer your question. So if you have questions, let us know down below, and I hope you have a magical day, and I'll see you on the next one.